up? This is your boy Checo.
This is your boy Julio.
And this is Compas Unfiltered. Thank you guys for listening, for watching episode 186.
Something like
87?
that.
187,
bro. Something like that.
Thank you guys for coming back for another episode. This is probably going to be a short episode. Again, we didn't prepare shit for it, bro. I am sorry to the homie Celso. We were supposed to have him as a guest on Monday, but my dog got sick, man.
Yeah.
I already talked to you before the pod, but for the listeners, whether you guys care or not, but yeah, my dog had like fever and was just like very like lethargic. And I had to take him to the ER like Sunday night or Sunday morning. Monday comes around and he's still acting the same. So then I ended up taking him to his vet and to get taken care of and whatnot. But he's good now. So we will be rescheduling with the homie Celso next week, primero Dios.
Yeah.
But this weekend, or this week, happy 4th.
Happy 4th. Yes, sir.
America.
Hey, bro.
I knew that was going to get out of your unit.
Yeah. Dude, you know what? I have a... Well, first of all, what are you doing for the 4th?
I work.
Oh, you do work on
America.
Friday? America, yeah.
I work, wait.
It's to work, bro.
So I don't work my 9 to 5.
Yeah.
We're off. But the tamborazo.
Okay. Oh, weekend or just...
So Friday, Saturday.
Okay.
And we're off Sunday.
Okay.
But if work comes up, we'll probably work Sunday too.
Yeah.
But yeah.
How do you feel about those people that are talking about quote unquote protesting the 4th of July?
Boycotting.
Yeah, boycotting.
They're fucking idiots.
Yeah, right. Okay.
They're fucking idiots,
We're on
bro.
the same page.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, man, there's a lot of shit going on right now, obviously, because of immigration, and a lot of people are very unhappy, and Trump, and
yeah.
Trust me, there's a lot I can dig into Trump, bro. Trust me.
Yeah.
But we are very, very fortunate to live in this fucking awesome country, bro.
Yes, sir.
That we can speak up and speak our minds, freedom of speech, all of that. Some people might say it's Trump's taking that away a little bit because, whatever. But honestly, he's not, man. Like, I've seen reports where he's doing pressers, like press conferences or whatever, and he has like news reporters, and he literally sees like MSNBC or somebody who doesn't like him, right?
Yeah,
CNN.
CNN, yeah.
And he'll still take a question from them.
Yeah.
Like, he'll be like, like you
news.
again. You know what I mean? Like, but hey, go ahead.
Yeah.
Like, go ahead. What do you got? What do you got today?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, it's, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't agree with a lot that he does or whatever. There's times where I fucking doubt him.
Yeah.
And then he fucking pulls through with some shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
What else can I say? You know what I mean? Like,
props.
yeah. I mean, It is what it is, bro. Trust me, I dislike him as a person.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a holy person. I don't think he's, because there's people who are like, oh, I voted for him because of religion. Mm-hmm. Like, he's the last person, bro. Like, like if you want to get into it, like, he's not the person that you should be voting for because of your religion.
Right.
He's probably the last person, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you're against abortion, this motherfucker paid for abortions. Like, shit like that. It's like, whatever, bro. Infidelity, number one over here, bro. Like, it's just like, yeah, bro.
5
like,
marriages in or whatever. Whatever he's on.
So, whatever, man. But we are still very, very fortunate to live in this country, man. Even though there's a lot of bullshit going on, shootings. Did you see what happened at Douglas Park?
No.
Fuck. And it's not political. It's just
the guy with the bike, right?
with the bike.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Did you see the video?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, look. Living in that area, I don't
Don't blame him. It's the truth, bro.
No, but okay. I get it. 100%. If people are coming up to you, or it seems like they're almost surrounding you, more than likely they're on bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, if you never lived in that part of the city or in that environment, you wouldn't know.
Right.
You'd be like, oh, they did nothing wrong. Yeah. But more than likely, they were going to be on some bullshit. Oh, he was only 14. Yeah, exactly. Bro, these fucking kids have no respect.
They don't.
Should he have pulled out a gun and shot him? No.
No, man. He
fucked up.
He didn't even try. I think that's what's gonna screw him. is the fact that he didn't even try like as a gun owner.
Yeah.
We're taught, when I went to go get my concealed carry, is you tried. That should be the very last option.
Yeah.
Is pulling that gun out. Or even if you do pull it out, the last option is actually pulling the trigger.
Yeah.
You have to try to defuse the situation, try to, that shooting should not have happened. Because he didn't even try to defuse it, bro. He just pulled out and started shooting. We don't know what the kids were going to do. From the video, to me, I think I know what they were going to try to do.
Right. But we can only speculate, right?
We can only speculate, right? Because it didn't fulfill or it didn't.
They didn't do anything.
No.
Technically.
But the way they did walk up on him was kind of sus, and it was just like, I get where he was coming from, but at the same time, it's just like, if you would have just waited maybe a couple seconds and let them start doing what I think they were going to start doing, then it would be like, okay, yeah, you self-defense.
And honestly, they were probably just going to rob him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't think they would have,
You never know.
Yeah, exactly. You never know. That's why I said think.
Yeah.
I don't think they would have hurt him, but maybe a couple putazos here and then that's about it, because kids or whatever, that's how they are. But yeah, bro, he fucked up, like big time.
Yeah.
Like in the eyes of the law, he effed up.
Yeah.
Big, like huge, bro.
Yeah, because there's no like I said, that's the only thing that's gonna screw him is the fact that he just pulled and started shooting.
Yeah.
Because then it just makes it seem that was his intent the whole time. It didn't look like self-defense because no actions were ever done from their side to have him act that way.
Yeah.
So I think that's where he's gonna get screwed.
Yeah, and if you're like from the streets, you're like, man, I could tell they're gonna do some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you can't use that in court. I can tell.
Yeah.
I felt like those words. No, it's whatever you can prove, bro.
Yeah.
And you can't prove that.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, the going back to the fourth, bro. Like the reason I asked you about how do you feel about the protest or
boycotting or whatever
bro. Like I'm not gonna name any names, right? I'm not gonna say anybody's names on here, but I'm pretty sure they'll know who I'm talking. If they listen, they know who they are. Like they're on Facebook talking about, yeah, we're not celebrating this year. We're not doing this. We're not doing that. But then privately are asking, hey, what are you guys doing for the 4th? Are you guys gonna come over?
Ooh.
You get me? Like, don't do that. Don't be on social media.
Damn. And I don't even know who this is. Do I know them?
After I tell you, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, after I tell you, yeah.
All right. Damn. All right. Well, I don't know who you are. Like legit, I'm literally just hearing this right now.
Yeah.
So I don't want to call you an idiot. But it's just you gotta be grateful, man. Like there's a lot of shit wrong with this country right now. That whatever. It seems fucked up. But still, we're
no matter politics aside, this is still the greatest country on this face of this planet, dude. And like you said earlier, what other country is gonna let you honestly disrespect its flag and not like you're not gonna have any consequences for it,
bro? It seems like the only country that you can probably compare it to because they have like no cops, like the friendliest fucking people. They say it's like Iceland. It's like, bro, they legit don't have cops. Like they'll leave like their kids carriolas way. Like outside the restaurant while they go eat. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's crazy.
Sounds like Naperville, bro.
Nah. I mean, Naperville's nice.
It is.
Naperville's nice. I'm not gonna, but no. No, wait. But yeah, bro, it's like, man, we're so fucking lucky, man. And then we still hear shit about Mexico and all this other stuff. And I bring up Mexico because a lot of our audience are Mexican and that's where they go. Like, oh, like, we'll go back to Mexico. It's like, well, go away.
We've talked about this off pod. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
we've talked about this off pod. Is a lot of people go like, "Oh, Mexico is better. Like I would rather go live over there." Okay, go live over there, but with no American money.
Yeah.
Go start off fresh. Literally go with $0 because a lot of these people, I see a lot of TikTokers saying, "Oh, we moved from the States to Mexico and it's the greatest decision ever." Yeah, you're going with TikTok money or like social media money, bro. Like you're going with at least. Let's just say minimum
X amount. But
amount.
I
Bro,
know.
Like you're already living rich life.
Yeah.
Here, over there you're gonna be living almost a millionaire status, dude.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, it's easy to do that.
Yeah. You're not making like the regular sueldo that of like whatever it is, right? 1,000 pesos a week and shit or whatever, you know, which is nothing, bro. Yeah, I mean, I love going to Mexico, bro. Like, I love it, bro. Like, but I go with American money.
Yeah, 100%.
And I'm only going for like a week, you know, a few days.
Yeah.
And I go and I, quote unquote, ball out.
Splurge,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, do stuff that I can't afford here.
Yeah.
Yes, that part of it, yeah, bro. But if I were to live out there, yeah, bro, I probably wouldn't be able to afford a lot of those things that I do when I go on vacay.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm not gonna trash and talk shit about Mexico because I love it and I love going there.
I think that's also the funniest thing too. I don't know if I sent it to you or not. Like, again, I'm not gonna spend too much time on this, but how the Mexican government shut its own border in the south.
Yeah, because they didn't want any more.
They didn't want any more
Venezuelans
whatever.
and whoever was going through it. Yeah.
And people in the comments were like, "Oh, so they could do it."
Yeah.
Right? Nobody says anything there. But I digress. It is what it is.
No. I'm telling you, I agree with a lot, you know. But still, fuck Trump.
I don't know about
I just
that,
don't
bro.
like that.
I don't know about that, bro.
Fuck that. Fuck Trump, bro. Like, I still don't like you, bro. You do a lot of good shit sometimes, but I'm just like, yeah, fuck you, bro. Anyways, man. All I'm doing is working, man. So what plans do you have for the 4th?
So Alex has a cotillion to go to for
nice.
one of his high school friends. So that basically, we just have to stay out here. So
shout out Alex, bro.
Shout out Alex, yeah, for sure. And his soccer team, dude. They won regionals. Regionals. So now we got to go to Denver in 2 weeks.
That's badass, bro.
It was sick, bro. It was hot. I was telling you earlier, bro.
Yeah.
It was hot.
We got hit with that heat wave or whatever, and I don't even think it's a heat wave, honestly, bro, because it continued. Like, heat wave is normally like a few days,
like
a week
days,
top, bro. Like it's still hot as
bro.
shit. Fucking humid way. Like, fuck, bro. That shit was brutal.
Yeah.
But congrats to Alex, bro.
Yeah,
Shout out to you, bro.
Congrats to you and your teammates. I think some of his teammates listen, dude. I'm not sure. But I know they've seen it. So, yeah, shout out to you guys. And hopefully we do good on nationals. So, but yeah, so he has a cotillion in Elgin.
Oh, okay.
But his friend is picking him up and dropping him off. So, like, we don't have to worry about it, but we just obviously have to stay in Plainfield, basically.
Yeah.
But at the same time, shout out to my neighbor Tino, the guy that lives behind me.
Oh, okay.
It's his birthday on Friday.
Oh, nice.
So happy birthday to you. And yeah, so he's having a cookout and celebrating, obviously. So we're just gonna stay with them.
Okay.
That's pretty much it, dude. We're not doing anything.
You guys, do you do fireworks and shit like that, bro?
Not really.
No.
No, I mean,
I would just assume like just because like you have little ones, you know. Like,
yeah, I mean, I'll do like little, like now, like last year we did the sparklers and all that stuff. But nah, I'm not real. I don't mind fireworks.
Yeah,
I don't mind them. I'll go to a fireworks show, but for me to go and
spend money,
I'm like,
bro, because dude, it's so expensive.
They're expensive, bro.
And what for like a 5-10 minute show?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, golly, bro.
Yeah. There's this guy that we watch on YouTube, my wife and I, and he spends thousands
to put on a show. For
his like
neighborhood or whatever. Yeah.
But it's just literally like a minute, maybe a minute and a half.
Yeah.
And a while ago, years ago, he like showed a receipt and it was like 20-25 grand that he spent.
Like thousands, yeah.
For a minute and a half show, bro. I'm good, bro.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy how much money like you can easily spend.
Yeah.
For that.
Yeah. Like
I remember going to Indiana like years ago to go get fireworks. Yeah, no, illegal shit. You know what I mean? But I went to Indiana to go get fucking fireworks, but it was just like it was expensive way. Yeah. Like even though we're there and it's supposed to be cheaper, but maybe because I was like right on the border, maybe they jack up the prices because they know people from Illinois are gonna go there.
Yeah. Well, I was reading. I actually read a statistic. One of those big companies that is on the border. He says 70 or 80% of his clientele during this time is all people from Illinois.
Yeah.
Because I don't understand why it's illegal here, but
don't get me started on what's going on right now, bro. So we're what, July 2nd
Yes.
right now, but it's gonna be. Oh, I'm hoping to release this Thursday. Dude, a bunch of new fucking taxes, bills, whatever passed in Illinois.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I'm not gonna go through the list because I don't have
it. We're not prepared.
We're not prepared. Yeah. The one that I did see, I don't even know how much our taxes were for like gas.
Yeah, it went up $1, I think, or $1.90 or something like that.
Well, no.
No?
No way.
It went more?
No, less.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure like, so the state tax is like, I think 48 cents or something like that. It's like almost 50 cents.
Okay.
So just imagine that when you go to the pump, 50 cents of that is just Illinois tax.
Yeah.
Crazy. And I'm sure there's a county tax, depending on where you're at, right? And they add their own taxes on.
Tax rate has increased to 48 cents per gallon.
48 cents, yeah.
Yeah, 48 cents.
So you go to the gas, bro, it's gas station, and it's fucking $3.50, 50 cents. It should be $3.
Yeah.
But we're paying 50 cents in taxes. They raised the taxes in tobacco.
Well, I don't give a crap about that.
Yeah, exactly. I don't smoke, so I was kind of like, whatever, bro. 200% tax. I don't give a shit. Sorry for you smokers out there, but yeah, leave that shit alone. It's not good for you anyways. Neither are burgers, but here I am, you know.
Hey,
so I gotta talk shit about myself. They raised taxes on
tobacco,
something.
Oh, online sports betting.
Online sport. Oh yeah, that was
20,
one of them.
25 cents on the first 20 million. Yeah.
Airbnbs too.
Short-term vacation rentals went up 6%.
Yeah.
Tax rate changes, whatever. Lease taxes. Taxes will now be collected on lease payments of tangible personal property. Damn.
So a lot of stuff happened.
Yeah.
Like a bunch of tax hikes and whatnot. They were trying to get the mileage tax or something like that. Like
they've been trying to do that though, dude, for a while. That's dumb,
they're like, oh, if we get this, then we'll get rid of the gas tax.
Yeah. Well, I'd rather pay the gas tax, bro.
Yeah, bro, because like, they want to put if I don't know what insurance companies everyone has, but I'm pretty sure almost every insurance company has this where you can like plug that little thing.
Yeah.
To like a safe.
Yeah.
Whatever they call it, like a safe program or whatever.
Drive safe.
Yeah, whatever BS.
Yeah.
They have a name for it. They have for it or whatever. And they basically Illinois wants to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Plug up your car and it'll track your miles.
Yeah.
And then they'll tax you on depending on how many miles you drive.
Yeah.
That's
speaking
bullshit.
of that little device, bro. I have Progressive, so they have the I don't know who you have, but
State Farm.
Okay, with Progressive they have this thing where it basically uses your phone to see how well you're driving, like any hard brakes or acceleration, whatever. Bro, tell me why. I forgot what I was looking for that I went on my Progressive app. And so obviously Jan and I are the only ones that drive. So tell me why I'm like, they go by stars. I'm 4 out of 5 driver, right? But then it says your price might increase. I'm like, what the hell? I'm 4 out of 5. Bro, tell me why Jan is 1 out of 5.
Oh shit. I thought something new for scenario. Damn, Jan.
Yeah, so she's like, I didn't know they were tracking me. I'm like, why does it matter if you knew that they were tracking you, bro? But yeah, so you're a horrible driver, Janet.
Most women are.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you, Jan. You know, it's in your DNA somehow or some shit, bro.
You got women and agents, bro.
Bro, so we had switch to like State Farm or Liberty Mutual, whatever.
Yeah.
We had one of them, and they gave us that safe driving discount.
Yeah.
So they gave us this thing to plug into our cars, and same thing, app, whatnot.
Yeah.
After Karen found out that it was tracking, she did not want to drive anymore. Dude, she did not want to drive. Bro, that thing was like, it tracks your driving, but also like if you pick up your phone while you're driving, that it also deducts points.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because you're on your phone while you're driving.
Yeah. What if you have like GPS on it? Does that count as
I don't know. I don't know if it's like the screen time.
Oh, okay.
Like I don't know.
But you get what I mean, though.
Yeah.
Because like if you use your phone as the navigation, the phone's gonna stay on. So
true.
It's gonna say 99% usage.
True.
Like
unless I don't know, bro. I don't know.
That's weird, right? That's a legit question. I want to know.
Unless it like legit tracks your entire phone, like if you click on apps.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know, technology, maybe, right?
Yeah, we're retarded, bro. We're dumb.
Oh my god, you cuss.
Nah,
you gotta do 10 Hail Marys with you.
I already did it. I did it in preparation for this, bro.
Oh man. But anyways, man. But yeah, that's like crazy. All that stuff they want to pass or whatever.
Yeah.
Which they just think talking about bills and whatever and new shit that's passing. The big beautiful bill that Senate passed for Trump.
Yeah.
No tax on overtime. They lied. No tax on tips. They lied.
I haven't even looked at it to be honest with you, bro.
Yeah. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, there's things that for sure I agree. Like, he does some good shit, and there's shit that, I mean, literally, he was asked about this like 2 weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
Like, hey, so no tax on tips, or yeah, they passed that shit. Bullshit. They're not even on there.
Yeah, we
got fucked. I mean, people that were looking forward to it or voted him or voted on because they thought they were gonna get that. No, you're not getting that. None of that shit.
I haven't looked at it for real. Like, you're not even on there.
Nope.
You're gonna get fact checked, bro.
Go ahead.
Right,
Go ahead, bro.
Let me ask Chat GPT, bro, real quick. No tax overtime. Damn, it says Checo lied, bro.
Nah,
it literally says right here.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, this is all Illinois stuff, bro.
We'll look it up, but yeah. So none of that stuff is on there. Like, and they're also talking about like Medicaid and all sort of stuff, bro. Like they're cutting it.
So I actually did read up on that. And so basically, in order to get healthcare through the state, like Medicaid, you have to work at least 80 hours in a month.
Which is not. That's
not bad. To me, I don't think that's bad. People are like, oh, they're cutting it, and like, no, it's still there. You just got to work. Like I don't mind that.
They're putting some restrictions on it, bro. Because like it was getting out of control.
Yeah.
Which again, that I'm not against, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of things I'm just kind of like, yeah, that kind of makes sense, man. The people who are like legit live off of the government, and they physically can work. You know, like there's nothing wrong with them.
With the Morena.
Oh my god, yeah.
You gotta put that video up somewhere.
Like
if you do end up putting it somewhere here.
Getting no job. If you go get a job, they're gonna take my Section 8. Then you won't be able to get no Section 8. You're not going to get no job. They're gonna count your income against my Section 8 and my link card. You're not working. No. So I don't care what you gotta say. I don't care how you feel. You're not working. You're not going to get a job. You're not going to school. You're not doing none of that shit.
But Ma, I'm saying how I'm supposed to be successful in life, Ma. So you basically telling me I gotta be broke to be successful. I gotta be broke so I can get Section 8.
You gotta be broke so the government can help you.
So the government can help me. So you telling me I can't work no job, bro? Like that's like all my friends got jobs and live in nice houses. So you telling me I got to go through the same thing you went through?
If you don't do any of that, they're going to take my Section 8.
How?
And I'm
won't they
trying
be
to tell
like?
you
Won't
that
they
you
be?
can go get yours at ease. You can go get a
They will.
nice house.
No, they will look at that and be like,
no, man, that's horrible, man. Like, and you know what? It's maybe it was a skit. Because I think you asked me, like, is that a skit?
Like, there's no way this is real. I'm like,
maybe it is a skit, bro, but it was insane. I was kind of like, damn. Like, there are people like that, bro, who really, like, legit think like that. Like, I can only work X amount of hours. I can't make so much because then the government's not going to help me.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck, bro? Like, so you don't want to better yourself?
Yeah. You don't want to keep being a victim.
Like,
it's that victimhood mentality.
Yeah.
Dude. It's just, I mean, I don't know, dude. It's crazy to think that, like you said, that there are people out there that just will rather keep living on the system than, dude, just go out there and work, bro.
Yeah. And the people that need it, bro, if you need it, I like 1000% don't mind putting it into the pot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there's definitely people out there that go through hard times and shit like that, bro. Like, don't be embarrassed, bro. Go for it.
Yeah, go for it. Do what you got to do.
Yeah.
But when it's like you're able to,
Yeah.
and you're just choosing not to,
That's
then
where we have an
that's
issue.
when it's like, okay, bro, like ya te pasaste, güey.
Yeah.
Like whatever, that's not good.
Nah.
But speaking of bills, bro, did you see? Are you familiar with like cruises? Like,
I've never been on one.
yeah, right.
Yeah,
but like, you know how Carnival Cruise is
Yeah.
called like the hood.
Oh,
Carnival?
now it's called the yeah.
Well, it's always been. But did you ever like? Do you know why that's called that? Like, it's a ghetto cruise.
because there's a lot of African Americans.
Well, it's the cheapest one. It's like the cheapest option.
oh,
To do
okay.
it. Right, and so they passed this thing, or they're gonna enact this new rules for them, where they're not allowing their passengers to bring speakers on their cruises anymore. No more alcoholic drinks for themselves. Like, you can't just sneak in. They used to be like, with cruises, you're able to bring coolers.
I had no idea.
With your own stuff and whatever, but now they're
Is that
stopping
some
it.
cruises?
No, I believe that's all of them.
Oh,
Like,
shit,
you
okay.
could bring whatever
Some stuff,
yeah. But Carnival Cruises, they're like, yeah, no.
Like that's it.
Yeah, they're done with it. Because recently they've been, I don't know if on TikTok you've seen it, but like there's been a lot of like stuff that's been going on with like their passengers, where they're just fighting because they're drunk or high or whatever.
I mean, you mix alcohol with a lot of people, and
Yeah.
shit happens. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're not allowing like their passengers to bring on speakers. No more like, I don't know if this one's true. I didn't read up on this one, but they said they weren't gonna play any more rap music.
I mean, look, they're a private company. They could do whatever they want,
They could,
right?
yeah.
Whatever rules they want to put, and that's on them.
Yeah. So I was like, damn, that's crazy. So people were on TikTok were like, yeah, they don't want to be known as the hood cruise anymore, bro. Because yeah, it was getting bad, bro.
I mean, I just saw videos. I mean, some of that shit looked like a good time, to be honest. But
Yeah.
yeah. No, I mean, I don't even want to go on a cruise, regardless of.
You're scared of water, right?
Yeah.
You say? I want to go on a cruise.
Yeah, no. You know what, man? To me, it's the. If it can just stay like anchored close to the shore, I'm good, bro. Like, we don't gotta go. Why we gotta go to the sea, like, you know? And honestly, bro, I didn't even have a fear of like water like that.
Yeah.
But it was these damn TikToks of like that one fucking
The
bro.
Viking song or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
When you just see like the big waves
And
coming.
bro, that
that
shit
looks crazy, bro.
I don't want to experience any of that, bro. Like, bro, we're so lucky here in the Midwest, bro. Like, yeah, we see tornadoes.
Yeah.
Not us, really, though.
Nah.
You know?
But we do see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we don't see like tornadoes like Oklahoma,
Yeah.
you know, or even Texas.
Mhm.
Like, we don't, like, that's no comparison, bro.
Right.
So I'm like, man, we're so lucky, bro. The only thing I complain about is like fucking mosquitoes and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Humidity.
so annoying. Humidity.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, I want to go on a cruise, bro.
yeah.
I've been telling Janet I want to go on a cruise, but
Like far though away, or you just kind of like
no, it's
like Bahamas and come back?
like Bahamas and come back.
Oh, okay, cool,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, but
I
I mean,
think I'd be down for something like that.
yeah, it's like a 4-day, 5-day cruise.
Yeah.
You know, so I'd be down with that because you only are at sea out of those 3-4 days. You're only at sea 2 days
Yeah.
because then you're at a private island or whatever the other 2 days, and I want to do that. So, but we never had, or she never had she couldn't find her passport until we went to my brother D's wedding.
Okay.
So now that we have our passports, I'm like, now we could look.
No, yeah, nice. Yeah, I don't think I would mind that. Like, my wife wanted to go to like Europe or whatever. One, it's crazy expensive.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy expensive. I thought it would be cheaper.
To Europe.
Yeah.
My brother just went for his honeymoon, went to England, and he only paid.
He went on a cruise?
Oh, cruise. No, sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you were just talking about going to Europe.
No,
oh, you're
no,
talking
no,
about
no.
cruising all the
Like,
way
yeah,
to...
yeah, like
I ain't doing all that, bro.
No. Oh, no. Not like take a boat from here all the way to Europe.
That's what I was thinking.
No. But like while you're in Europe,
Yeah,
take
do
a cruise there.
Yeah.
Like that thing was expensive.
Yeah,
bro.
I've seen those too because I wanted to do like an Italian one where it takes you to Italy, Greece, and do all this other stuff. But it was like $6,000
Per person.
per person.
Yeah.
I was like,
And that's probably
Yeah,
just like the basic, like, because you obviously you have upgrades, cabin sizes or
Yeah.
whatever it's called, the room size or whatever it's
Yeah.
called. So yeah, bro, I was,
yeah, no, I'm good.
yeah, no, flying there. I think if you go to like, I think the cheapest is England,
Yeah,
like to fly there, and then from there, once you're in England,
everything's drivable.
it's well, even if you fly, like if you fly to like Italy from England or
Yeah.
whatever, it's a lot cheaper, obviously, than flying from the U.S.
Yeah.
to Italy to So that's like the best bet. And I told my wife, I told Karen, I'm like, bro, like that's probably what we should do. Like if primero Dios, we get the chance to go to Europe,
Yeah.
we should go to England because it's cheaper, and then from there fly to Italy, Spain,
Do
wherever
all
she
that.
wants to go.
Yeah. Backpack Europe.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I want to go to Rome.
yeah.
That's the one place I do want to go visit. Cuz growing up I was always Assassin's Creed video game.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And like one of my favorite games takes place in Rome. And I'm just like, do I want to
Go experience.
I want to go
yeah,
see it. Yeah.
see it for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be dope.
Yeah.
One day, man.
One day, yeah.
One day, if this pod kicks off, you know what I
bro,
mean?
come on,
We can afford it. Come on, guys.
We're gonna start a GoFundMe page.
Help us get to Rome and shit, bro. Oh man, damn, we're already like 30 minutes in,
A
man.
Compas trip, bro.
Compas trip, that'd be dope. I'm down if you guys help us. Like, just share stuff, man. Maybe somebody
For
else,
real,
will,
bro.
you know, whatever.
Hell no.
I have a shout out, bro.
Oh, go ahead.
Shout out to Los Callejeros.
What?
They called me out. They're like, "Damn, bro, we don't get no love like that." And shout out to Edgar.
Hey, bro, y'all weird though. Y'all. No, I'm just kidding.
Cause shout out to the pod fam. Shout out Chingonas.
Shout out to them.
Bro, I'm not gonna ever stop like sharing their pods or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
and they return the love. It's not like I have to or they have to. Like they do it because they want to, and I do it because I want to.
Yeah.
But Edgar was like, "Damn, bro, we don't get that type of treatment."
Hey,
and
Edgar,
shit."
when's the last time y'all shared our pod, bro?
Exactly. No, they actually did.
Never mind, bro. Hey, delete.
They did share it one time.
One time?
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
But I've told him like they're fucking killing it, man.
They
Like,
are. They're
so active,
we
bro.
talked about it.
Yeah.
They found their what is it?
Their
Their
niche?
thing, their niche
Yeah.
is that food review, like that going to places. Like
Yeah.
that really fits them really well because they have especially I forgot the dude's name.
David
bro.
or
David,
Edgar?
yeah, David. He has that outgoing personality.
Yeah.
So that fits perfectly to what they're doing. So yeah, I've seen a couple. Well, I've
The
seen
clips?
more than a couple, but I've seen their videos, bro. Yeah, they're hitting it with that, with
Yeah.
their food reviews, with their. They went to the thing that was in Sueños. was
Yeah,
it?
they went to
They went
Sueños.
to Sueños.
I mean, they're trying to hit up big events in Chicago.
Yeah.
And they take the camera along and they interview people and all that. So like, good for them, man. They're doing the thing.
Yeah,
Like you said, like, and they're not shy about it. Edgar and David. So shout out to you guys, bro.
And then
You guys
they
are doing your
just
thing.
dropped merch too, right?
They just dropped some merch too.
Yeah. So I'm a size large, bro.
Like, yeah, go purchase it on.
Yeah, go into my link and
go
buy
hit
it,
that
bro.
Lincolnway and purchase that shit.
Yeah.
Man. Like,
Yeah,
fuck.
shout out to them though. Yeah, for real.
Yeah. Did you have? Was that
Yeah.
your topic, or was you had something else?
My topic was so I heard this on the radio or did I read it on Reddit? I don't remember what it was.
Okay.
Okay. Now, obviously, I know you don't have kids.
Mm-hmm.
But I read this. It had to have been. I read it. So this girl wrote, and she's like, "We need help, or I need help, deciding a name for the baby that they're about to have." She's like 9 months pregnant, whatever. So I guess the husband wants to name her or the baby. They don't know what it is because they're waiting till it's born
Yeah.
to figure out what it is or whatever. If it's a girl, he wants to name her after his mom. Okay. But the wife has issues with the mom. Es bien metiche. The husband, I guess, is a mama's boy and is always putting his mom over his wife.
Damn.
So first of all, that's once you marry, bro. Like, I love my mom.
Of course.
I love my mom. I'll do anything for my mom. But if my wife is
She comes first.
she comes first, dude. And a lot of people don't seem to understand that. Like they still want to pick their parents over their significant other, dude. If you do that, bro, you're in for a rude awakening.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, so I guess the guy is would like puts things for his mom instead of doing it for his wife, and she's like, no, we're not gonna name the baby after your mom. No. Like, she's always putting her 2 cents in our business, always has issues with me. So we're not doing that. So now the husband's pissed off. I don't know. She didn't mention divorce, right? But she was kind of insinuating that he was saying, like, if we're not going to name him that, then we might think of separating. Dang. Now, to me, I don't know, bro.
First of all, okay. There's nothing wrong with loving your mom. There's nothing wrong with you looking after your mom. Mm-hmm. I feel like we all are gonna get to that age where our parents are gonna need our help.
Yeah.
Whether that be moving in with us, whether that they will all get to that age, bro. And you can't. There's nothing wrong with you trying to take care of your parents. Right. So that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But you do have to put your wife first.
Yes.
Or husband. Mm-hmm. That's who you're married. That's who you are. Now I won't say stuck with, but that's who you married, bro.
Yeah.
There's a reason for it, you know. Mm-hmm. There is a lot of people like that they will pick their parents over their spouse, and they will even pick just family in general over their spouse. There are some people who are okay with that. I'm not, bro. I'm one of those people that, like, I love my siblings, I love my parents, bro, but my wife does come first.
Yeah, 100%.
And I'm sure for them it's going to be the same thing. Their husbands, their kids, they come first, and I 1000% agree.
Yeah.
If you already, man, for that the name thing, it wouldn't even be a topic of conversation with me and my wife.
Yeah.
So I agree with the girl. You know, like,
I 100% agree with the girl, like, too.
There's no, especially if we have an issue. Like, if it was something like my wife loves my mom, and she like wants to name our kid after my mom, I'm not gonna argue with that because I love my mom too.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't. You know, just it wouldn't come to my mind like to name my kid after my mom.
Yeah.
I've thought about it. Like, if I ever have a kid and it's a boy, I'm like, would I want him to be a junior?
Yeah.
You know, I've thought about it. My wife's like, I don't think she said no, but I don't think she said yeah.
Yeah.
It was just kind of like, you really want to do that?
Well, if she didn't say yeah, that means no.
Exactly. Yeah, but it wasn't like an argument. Like, well, one, we're not even there yet, you know. So, but I don't think she was like, I think she more just questioned, like, you're actually thinking about it? You would actually want to do that?
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of like, I don't know, man. Like, yeah, no, I don't know. But if it were to come down to it, like, I'm sure we would talk more about it and other names or whatever. But yeah, I agree with the girl, bro. Like, especially if they don't get along, man.
Yeah.
Like, now that's a reminder for the rest of her life.
Well, that was her thing too, because people in the comments were like, oh, why don't you compromise and put it as a middle name?
No,
that's not compromising, bro. That's not, like, I don't know. I agree with the girl. She has every right to be pissed off that he's even threatening separation at that point. Like, you're really putting that as your quote unquote line. Like, you're crossing that line. Like, for real? Like, nah, dude. And that's another controversial take to me. A lot of people get pissed when I say this because I've mentioned it before. Not on here, but, like, I'm just talking like
in life.
In life, is I put my wife over my kids.
That's how it should be.
It should be, but not like I see girls and guys. Nah, my kids come before my husband or my wife. I'm sorry, they don't. Because I tell people, kids are gonna be there 18 years, right? After those 18 years, and they leave, you're gonna be stuck with someone you don't know if you put your kids first. My wife's happiness is always gonna trump anything, because, like I said, after those 18 years, I don't want to sit there with a roommate or a neighbor. At that point, right? Like, someone that I don't know, I didn't grow up with anymore. We were just together just because the kids were there.
Right.
So I've gotten a lot of hate and feedback from that. Like, nah, then, you know, you don't love your kids. No, I love my kids, but my wife was there first.
Yeah. Now, I agree with that, right? Mm-hmm. But this doesn't mean, like, push your kids away.
Oh no, definitely.
You know what I mean? Like, because there's some. oh man, without naming names, bro, there's some shitty ass parents out there, bro, that like legit will pick their spouse over the kids.
Yeah.
And we're talking about like, man, I can't even name a situation because then it'll probably give away and whatever.
Hey, if the shoe fits, bro, go ahead.
Yeah, right. Oh man, but it's just like, look, man, you love your kids. You're gonna be there for them. You're gonna provide for them. The whole nine, right?
Yeah.
Guide them as much as you can. And then once they gotta go, right? 18, 20, whatever it is, right? They go to college and that's it, man. But you gotta still remain that like spark between you and your spouse, right?
Yeah.
You can't let it get to where you are roommates. That's what it feels like. Like that's where like you gotta put your wife first or your spouse.
Yeah.
And I've going from like the mother-in-law and your spouse. It was I had seen a video where they were like, who gets to sit in the front seat in the passenger seat?
Oh, my
like
wife.
If it's like your mom and your wife.
My wife. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
mom. Go to the back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless with Janet, I'm like very fortunate with Janet because she's very considerate. You have a lot of women out there that I get it, right? You are the wife and you're like, I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna sit in the front, which is fine.
Yeah.
But my Janet's always been like, no, like Suegra, go to the front. Like it's okay, you go sit in the front.
But eso viene de Janet.
Eso viene de
You know what I
Janet,
mean?
yeah.
Like it'd be different like if Janet's trying to sit in the front and then your mom
Yeah.
goes to the front. You know what I mean? Like it's
luckily,
like,
my mom is just like Janet. She'll be like,
No, like you.
sit in the
And
front.
I go to the back.
Yeah,
Yeah, uh-huh.
So, and I've told Janet too. I'm like, and she could vouch. I know she'll comment.
Yeah.
I know she will. I'll be
She
like,
always does.
Yeah, she always does. She got no life, bro. No, there'd be times where I'm like, Janet, sit in the front, like in front of my mom. I'm
Yeah.
like, Janet, you go in the front, and she'd be like, no, your mom. I'm like, bro, you're my wife, bro. Sit in the front.
Yeah.
Now the only way I'd be okay is like you said earlier, yeah, because I'm a little bit older, a little bit harder to move
But that's-
around. But that's different,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean she goes in the front.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
100%.
I've seen this other one. I'm pretty sure you've seen it too. If your mom and wife you're arguing, and your wife says, "Let's go home," and your mom says, "No, sit down." What do you do?
I'm going home.
Right? Go home.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's all like situational
Yeah.
and what happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm always gonna pick my wife, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, there's certain situations, scenarios where it's maybe
gotta
my
be
wife
tough.
is wrong.
Yeah.
You get what I'm
And-
saying?
And you have to have the balls to call your wife out too.
Yeah.
Right? Like there's been times that I've told Janet like, nah, dude, like te pasaste or you're wrong, dude. Like I said, now I don't say it in front of people.
I'll say you don't want to air out your dirty laundry.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't want to make her feel dumb, and you don't want her to question you in front of a lot of people as well.
Yeah.
Shit like that. So you take care of that shit at home.
Yeah.
So it's situational, but yeah. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
and in public I have her back 100%.
Yeah.
Even if she might be wrong, I'll have her back. But yeah, on the car ride home or when we get home, I'm like, hey dude, you effed up. like
Yeah.
Like that's not, I don't agree with it.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna say that in front of all these other people because, like you said, now it's gonna look horrible. It's gonna look wrong.
It's gonna look bad. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's people have their priorities. Weird.
Well, I think for a lot of those people, bro, is because, I mean, for some, I feel like it's just the way they grew up. Some of them grew up without one parent or the other.
Yeah.
And, obviously they have that bond,
Yeah.
but it's, yeah, I mean.
And it also doesn't help that sometimes like those parents or like for instance like that in-law, like in this case the guy, his mom has probably been like the head of the family for so long
Yeah.
that if you don't listen to me then you're not my son anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, like learn to let go. Like
It's hard though for some people.
it is
Very
It is.
hard.
But it doesn't help if that person's not willing to sacrifice it either.
Of course.
So because I'm not gonna name any names, but someone was like that too, and the whole family bowed down to her whatever she said it was final, and it took that specific person a long time to finally like release from that, and then that whole family turned on him, and I was just like, that's retarded, bro. Like, just because you don't want to follow status quo, like, no, dude, like, you have your own family, you have your own wife, you have your own life now to live. I don't have to be listening to you. I respect you and I love you, but I'm not gonna bend over backwards for you anymore.
Yeah.
You know, so.
But you know what, too, man? A lot of that comes like with maturity.
Yeah.
I think when you're young, you know, obviously, like, I'm not saying this happened to you, bro. You know, but you had a kid early, and I don't say you got married young because you were already a little bit older. But if you could just imagine if you would have gotten married young, you know what I mean, like kid and then young right away, todo eso, I'm sure you would probably like listen to your parents more than maybe your wife, because you're still under that, like, these are my parents, like they tell me what to do type of thing, you know what I mean? As you get older and you become your own man, and then you kind of can speak on the values that we're talking about now, that where it's like you got to put your wife first or whatever. So for the younger people, if there's young people out there listening, maybe you are like that. Maybe it is like you got to like grow into that. Sometimes you don't. Some people don't at all. Yeah. But a lot will eventually. Agarran la onda.
It'll click on you.
It'll click, bro. It'll click. It's like, this is my wife, bro. This is who I'm building, you know, with. Yeah. So, and it's like, yeah, bro, but trust me, she loves your kids just as much as you love your kids, bro. But she comes first and you come first. Bro, there's so many scenarios. It's like, at the dinner table, who gets served first, and you know, all that stuff, bro. Like,
who does get served first?
Well, I mean, with me, it's me. Yeah. I mean, I don't have anyone to compete with besides my dogs. You know what I mean? But it should be the man. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Point blank. Yeah. That's it.
It should be Janet.
Janet's like, fuck Julio.
Is that right? Nah, man. She.
I know.
Nah, she's. I can't complain. Like, it's just. It should be the man. Yeah. It's the head of the house.
Head of the household.
Head of the household is you have to show an example, or like set an example to your kids. Now I'm not saying, you know, if you have daughters, you're showing them how to, you know, be less of a woman or whatever. Like, that's not what I'm saying, but it's just, to me, that's how it should be.
Yes. Now, and I don't know, man. Maybe because I don't have kids, I don't, you know what I mean? It's different for me or whatever, the way I see it. But I feel like the whole like getting served first or getting served, it's more so like in public, than so in your own home. Because me imagino, when you have multiple kids, you might help out.
Yeah,
like
100%.
Like Janet's helping whatever with. Whoever, Zeke, Chris, or whatever, you know, and then you're over here helping out with the other, you know. Yeah. So it's like maybe you don't get quote unquote served first, right? Because you're also helping with the plates. So like I said, just trying to, you're trying to have dinner, bro. You're not trying to pull the. You also being
bro,
alpha, you know, like from the house. Like it's just
at home. It's a different story. Because I know she's had a long day. I've had a long day, so I'm not gonna expect her to just, you know, stop whatever she's doing to please me. Right. That ain't gonna happen because. We have kids. Yeah. That's the reality of it. That's when both of us put the kids first, right? We feed them because they're cranky. We want them to shut the hell up. And then they're done eating, and then it's just us two just chilling there. Yeah. You know? But in public, when it's a party, she's always like, hey, you want me to go get you this? You want me to go get you that? Yeah. So that's where I would prefer that over in private, to be honest with you, because private would... Like you said, we have kids, and
you gotta get shit done, bro. And then you gotta put them to bed. You gotta you got that schedule, so get it going, bro. Help out, get it going, whatever, you know.
Yeah, the faster the better. The quicker the better.
So I don't see an issue with that. If you do it in your own home, like it's different, obviously, than in public. But in public, you should serve your man.
Yeah, we're gonna get a lot of hate for this, though.
Nah, I don't think so, man. I think a lot of most of the guys that listen to us, I think they agree. You know, maybe some of the women might not be because they're whatever. Yeah. But honestly, bro, that's just the way it should be. Like that's just the way I see it. I think in the beginning of like my marriage, I feel like Karen would give me a little bit more pushback on that, like on the getting served and stuff like that or whatever.
But you trained her well.
You know, guapa.
We don't condemn domestic violence.
No, bro. But I just feel like we had plenty of talks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
And
but I think that starts off with everybody, dude.
Yeah.
Like you're new to it, right?
Exactly.
You go from living with your parents to not having to answer to anybody to whatever, and then now you're just like, oh crap, like now I'm living with someone. Now I'm like, what do I do? Like, you know. So I think that's with everybody. And like you said earlier, some people it clicks on them and it grows, and some people, for example, the guy on Reddit, whatever, they just don't grow out of it, dude.
Yeah. I saw one. It wasn't family, bro. So it's not like I'm trying to like not say names.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I just literally just saw it though.
Yeah.
And the guy asked, like, we're all about to eat or whatever, and the guy's like, "Hey, the girl, are you gonna serve me?" The girl was like, "You got 2 hands and 2 feet," and they got kids together, like they're married.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, I don't know about that one, Chief.
like, damn, that stings way. But the thing is, like, in front of people. So
in front of people, bro. Yeah.
Now you're in public. Now you're telling him that he has his own 2 hands and
Yeah,
feet. He can go
yeah.
get it himself. So you're not putting him first. You know,
right.
you're not respecting him being the man of the house. Him being, you know, of your tribe, of your, you know, your family.
Yep.
Like the disrespect, bro. And
Bro.
other people are obviously judging way. You know what I mean? Like,
What are you doing in that situation? What if Karen just said that to you?
We'll be back.
We'll take a short break.
I'll obviously be pissed,
Yeah.
you know. But again, I'm not gonna make it worse in public.
Yeah. In private.
On our way home. On our way home.
She's getting an earful
100%.
and a hand and a backhand.
No, I've never hit my wife, bro. Nah, but I mean, I think, man, bro, maybe once or twice I've ever raised my voice. Like, I don't typically like yell or anything like that. You know what I mean? It's just like, but I think like once or twice. I mean, we all get into like, you know,
arguments
and shit like that. But I'm talking like where I'm actually like livid.
Yeah.
Probably like once or twice, bro. And fucking, we've been together, god dang, man, like what, 14, 15 years? You know? Yeah. So it's like, but for the most part, bro, I mean, we get along and stuff like that and all this, you know? Like, it's not like that at all. But in that situation, if that were to happen to me, bro, that would be one of the moments where I'm like livid. You know, I'm pissed.
Yeah.
And I think it's just more so, obviously, the disrespect, right? You know, same thing for you. Like, what would you do? Like,
oh, bro, I'm taking my gun out.
No, stop,
kidding,
stop,
bro. Just kidding. No, I don't even
backhander
know.
with the whip,
bro. Yeah. Oh man, no, I don't know, bro. To be honest with you, like, I don't even want to think about it. To be honest, with you. I'm gonna ask her right now when I get home. I'm like, well, what happened? Like, what? Because what would happen if you did that? You know, it's always that like if she hit you, it's, you know, that double standard. Like, oh, she had every right, but if we did that, it's just like, you know, we had the right too, but because we're men, we're not allowed to. So
yeah,
I don't know. I've always said I will never hit a woman, bro. There's a few times, like, examples or like ways that I would maybe even think about it, and one of them would probably be like, she's killing my kids, right? You know,
I'll say to defend my family.
Defend my family.
Oh,
right, that.
I'm dropping elbows, bro.
Yeah. Oh, bro. Hey, dude.
My family, for sure, bro. You know what I mean? You're getting it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but when you hear about all these other stories where guys just come home pissed off from work and they just hit their girl, nah, bro, you a coward, bro.
Yeah, you're a coward, bro. You piece of shit.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, so no, I'm good.
We ain't down with that, bro. We're not.
Nah,
cool with
hell nah. And then like we're almost wrapping up.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. But there's this one thing I want to talk about. One last thing, because we're talking about this. I saw a video, dude, on Instagram where this dude is beating the hell out of this girl, like at a market, like just whooping her. And the girl's daughter comes to try to like stop him. So he turns around and starts hitting her. Oh. So this girl's maybe like 14, 15 years old. And this guy, like, there's a crap load of people walking. No one's doing anything. And finally, this one guy, like, is walking by and his, like, daughter's, like, recording. And the girl's like, go stop it, go stop it. So the guy, like, puts his stuff down, goes and starts wailing on this dude, right? So dude, right there, ahí sí no quiso. He didn't want to fight back. Yeah, he didn't want to fight back, right? So you're a coward.
Fucking bitch.
So the dude starts walking away, and the guy that was hitting the women, he starts talking crap back. So the dude turns around and says, like, bro, stop it already, whatever. The girl that was recording, she's like, okay, apa, like, that's enough. Like, let's go. As he turned around and walked away, the dude that was hitting the woman pulls out a gun and shoots him and kills him. And I was just like, there's no way, bro. I would feel guilty as hell if I was a girl. I mean, granted, I get it, right? You're trying to stop that situation, but now I feel like it was my fault that my dad got killed because you told him, go stop it, right? That's a tough situation.
Bro. I mean, of course, the guilt and all that, bro, but it's like, because of situations like that, I think that's why people
mind
don't react and mind their own fucking business, you know?
Yeah.
But, oh, man, that's a tough one, man.
Yeah, bro. And like, she literally records her dad just falling to the ground and just bleeding. Like, he got shot like 3 times in the back.
Fuck, man.
Yeah. So
that sucks, man. Yeah, because, I mean, I see those situations and you just start thinking about, like, what would I do? Or, I would do this or that, bro. And it's just like, maybe, right? To not to be the hero, but just like, you just don't want anyone getting hit like that, especially a female or a kid or whatever.
Well, I've told you about this story, right? In 26th Street, what happened to me. Well, it happened to me twice. So the first time that it ever happened to me, I was walking back from, I think I was at Atotonilco, and this guy was beating up his girl. And I think it was Grandpa Nene that tried stopping him. Oh,
I think you did tell me that story.
And dude got pissed off. Or the girl got pissed off at him because it's his man and she could do whatever he wants with her. I was like, okay, like, you're retarded.
Yeah, like, you're fucking stupid.
And then when it personally happened to me, I was driving back home when we used to live in Bridgeview. I was driving back home and the car in front of me, I could see the dude just smacking her. Like, I'm talking about like hitting her because she wasn't even covering herself. And we got to the red light and I got out. I'm like, bro, what the hell's wrong with you? Like, stop it. And then she started yelling at me. She's like, if he wants to beat me up, I let him beat me up. I was like, what? I'm like, all right, bro. I'm like, whatever, man. Y'all women are weird sometimes too.
Yeah, some of them are weird. But you know what, man? It's the way they grew up.
Yeah. That's probably what they saw at home.
So, exactly. They saw that at home.
Yeah.
And they think it's normal.
It's normal.
It's normal. It's acceptable.
Yeah.
And it's not. It shouldn't be. But all right, we're going to wrap this up because we got to watch the Mexico game.
Oh, yeah, for real.
Hopefully, I think Guatemala lost, right?
That should
more than likely. They were down 2-0 before we started recording.
Yeah.
Give the score real quick.
Yeah, hold on. Oh, before while we do that, shout out to my son Chris. He keeps telling me to shout him out because he got his cast off.
Oh snap! Shout out Chris. He's doing better then.
Yeah, bro.
Awesome, bro.
Yeah, he's like, Dad, can you shout me out because I took my cast off? I'm like, yeah, sure, buddy. Damn, 2-1.
Oh snap! So they
lost, but it was 2-1.
Lost, so they
yeah. Damn, okay. It would have been a good ending because they scored on the 80th minute. So the last 10 minutes was probably like.
And they actually scored once, but it was offsides.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in the first half.
Damn.
So if it wasn't offside, that would have been 2-2. On to penalties. That would have been great.
Shout out to Guatemaltecos,
Shout out to them.
Shout out, man.
All right. Well, I think this is it.
Yep.
Hopefully you guys enjoy your 4th of July.
Enjoy it, guys.
Ya estamos por la otra. Thank you guys for listening and watching.